Don't just focus on the tragedies, don't just focus on the sorrow, because that will drain you, drag you to the depths of despair. That will make you low, and if you are low, your immunity will be low, and when your immunity is low, that's when disease can hit you really bad. Be mindful of what's happening, help people, do all that you can, be mindful of all the sorrow, of all the tragedy, but don't just only look at that. Look for things that have some positive impact on yourself. Look for things that boost your morale. If you're Hi folks, hope you're doing well. This is the first time that I'm stepping out in 3 weeks. I haven't been shooting anything for the last 3 weeks, as you would know if you've been following both the channels. Definitely not shooting this week too, and I don't know what next week brings. This is what the scene is like now. The roads are empty, near deserted. That's Raheja Arcade. That's where our office used to be about a year and a half ago. We're in Koramangala, and I've just stepped out to get some essentials. A lot of cops, I think, just enforcing people wearing masks. It's around 8:45 now, and I've just stepped out to get some essentials that the boss has asked me to get. Basically some fruits and things like that. Not too far from home, just a couple of kilometers. I hope you've been doing well, and I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I think no matter where you're in India, we're all in the same sort of a situation. There's lockdown in most parts of the country, or curfew at least. Everything is closed except for the essentials. So there's a dry fruit store there that is open. Some eateries that are open, Anand Sweets. Well, some sweetness notwithstanding this current time. The wine shop is open, of course. I think they're only doing deliveries. You know, this is the sort of sight that greeted us about a year ago when we stepped out to shoot. Empty roads, and it's amazing to think that we are back where it all was about a year ago. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see this. And for those of you who've been following our Instagram profiles, etc., you also know that we've been trying to help eateries reach out to our community of food lovers, just to support them in whatever manner possible with takeaways and things like that. And it's just heartbreaking to hear of the many stories that we hear of establishments closing. They're not able to pay rent, they're not able to keep their people, not able to pay salaries. Very, very tough times. I think the current situation, and I'm not just referring to the virus in itself, the devastating impact it has had on people. I'm also talking about the economic impact here. I think it has been a lot worse this time around than the last time. There were many businesses that had somehow scrambled back, managed to open their doors around January or just a little before that. And these have now been brought down to their knees again, and many of them have almost been wiped out or are on the verge of being decimated by the impact of the current situation. It's very sad times indeed. It's my shopping list given by the boss. Plenty of fruits on that list. Very important in this time to keep our immunity levels up. That's extremely important. So eat healthy, eat things that nourish you. Of course, also the indulgences, biryani and idli, vade, dosa, etc. is fine, but also eat things that boost your immunity. Time to get the mask on. I'm wearing a double mask when I step out these days to be safe. I'm going to be touching plenty of fruits here. Bags, we sit for fruit shopping. I think they're quite strict about the number of people that they allow inside, which is good. So you form a queue out, and I guess you wait till others shop inside and then you step in. How many people inside?
6, 7.
6, 7 at any given time. just finished fruit shopping. I must say I was quite impressed with the fact that they were only allowing about 6 or 7 shoppers in the store at a given point in time, and which is good, especially in the times that we are in currently. So I got all the fruits, got some apples, some watermelon, pineapple, pear, pomegranate, bananas, mangoes. I got mangoes for today, mangoes that will ripen in the next couple of days as well.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say,
That is probably one of the busiest places where people are getting tested.
anywhere you say.
So many shops that have just closed, so many eateries that have just shuttered. You know, in the current situation, it's quite easy to be overwhelmed by all the news of doom and despair that we get bombarded with from every possible direction. You know, when you look at your newspaper, when you look at social media, when you look at whatever avenue that you refer to for news, you find a lot of tragic news, pain, a lot of suffering. You see accounts of people gasping for breath. It's quite tragic and it's quite sad. And the one thing I realized is that the more and more you look at that, I'm not saying that you should not do what you can to help people, to spread the word, to connect people, etc. But I feel at some point you must not surround yourself only with that. Because if you surround yourself with only the sadness, with only all the tragedy, with all the negativity, with all the despair, with all the sorrow, and if that's all that you surround yourself with, I think it has an impact on your mind. Your mind starts thinking in that direction. You start feeling sad, you start feeling very, very low. And I think that also impacts to your immunity. When you feel good, your immunity is much stronger, but when you feel very low, your immunity is much lower. And the one aspect that people have been telling, that everybody has been advising, is that it's important to have your immunity very strong. It's important for you to build your immunity. It's important for you to not drain your immunity. So the one thing that I do is that I keep myself abreast of what's happening. I know the sadness that prevails in the current situation, but I also try to look for some positive aspects. I look for people who have gone through this and have also healed. I'm not just looking at stories of tragedy after tragedy. That is there, that is very real. There are people that we know who have lost their near and dear ones. There are people that we know that are suffering. There are relatives that are suffering. And we are mindful of that, and we are doing all that we can to help and assist. But I think it's also important to consider the fact that there are many people, many more than all the sad, the sorrow, the heartbreaking stories that we hear about only all the time on media. There are many more people that have fought this and have regained their strength, have regained their health, and have survived, have fought the virus and made it back. I think that's also important for us to focus on. Don't just focus on the tragedies, don't just focus on the sorrow, because that will drain you, drag you to the depths of despair. That will make you low, and if you are low, your immunity will be low, and when your immunity is low, that's when disease can hit you really bad. So therefore, my friends, the one advice that I have, and if it is my place to give you some advice, is be mindful of what's happening, help people, do all that you can, be mindful of all the sorrow, of all the tragedy, but don't just only look at that. Look for things that have some positive impact on yourself. Look for things that boost your morale. If you're sitting at home, working from home, don't just switch on news all the time. Don't just look at your social media feed all the time. Look for positive things. Look for things that will brighten your day. Look for things that will cheer your mood. Perhaps pick up an old hobby that you haven't looked at for a very long time. Perhaps read a book that motivates you, or watch a film that motivates you, that gets your spirits up. I think it's important to look at the future with positivity, with a ray of hope, knowing well that the future will definitely be better than what we are going through. But for us to get to that point, I think we need to keep our spirits high. We need to boost ourselves. Nobody's going to do that for you. Your friends and family may perhaps be able to do it to a certain extent, but beyond that, you need to be able to boost yourself up. You need to be able to lift your spirits up, my friend. So don't just look at the negative news all the time. Amongst the many news channels that I watch NBC, especially when things were bad in the US. And we have many near and dear ones in the US, and I was watching that channel. And the one thing that I liked about NBC was the fact that they would showcase all that was happening, all the tragedy, all the stories of struggle, etc. But they would also showcase stories of triumph, where the human spirit had persevered and had come out of darkness. And I think that's important. We need to find stories like that we can also look at. We need to keep our spirits strong. We need to keep ourselves motivated. We need to be positive in our mind, positive in our thought, and basically raise our spirits and also our immunity and fight this. I know it's easier said than done, but I really don't think we have any other option at this point in time. So take care, stay safe wherever you are. Like they say, this too shall pass, and God willing, sooner rather than later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Anyway